asked ChatGPT the same question. What would a modern U.S. Civil War look like? Would it answer it differently for you?
Um, who knows?
Then we should try to ask the exact same question and like come up with our own concept with it. What's your?
Yeah.
All right, so damn, this is the whole vibe with it. Fuck it, let's just not pay. Oh, I'm not gonna pay attention to it.
Hey, what would a current civil war look like? And I was kind of compared to the Revolutionary War, or whatever you want to call it, with the North and the South between the slaves. And I was kind of comparing it because obviously it wouldn't be war like one-on-one, man-on-man. I feel like, or maybe it would. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts?
If we imagine a modern civil conflict in a developed country, it would be radically different from something like the American Civil War. Today, it wouldn't be lines of infantry facing each other. It would likely involve asymmetric tactics like cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and targeted sabotage. Maybe even...
That was good, Dale.
Yeah,
That was good, Dale.
I'm glad that made sense. It's one of those things we hope never comes close to reality.
No. I still don't understand, but I don't know. I think there would have to actually be physical war though, because in a way, because I feel like because eventually the disinformation is gonna be.
I see what you mean. If things escalated beyond the digital, there could be pockets of actual physical conflict. But even then, it would be highly localized and messy, rather than uniform battlefields. Think small paramilitary clashes or guerrilla-style tactics. But modern infrastructure and surveillance would make prolonged traditional battles really unlikely. It's a grim hypothetical, but it definitely wouldn't mirror 18th or 19th century wars.
So what would necessarily war look like now if we had a war within each other? Because I feel like that wouldn't really necessarily ever work. That would just literally be the downfall of the United States of America. Because if you have people that already are spreading misinformation and hold on, give me 1 second, spreading misinformation and people are already not gonna believe it, you're obviously gonna have different sides of everything. But I feel like let's say an example. Hold on, give me 1 second.
No worries, take your time. I'm here whenever you're ready to.
You're cold, Dale? Damn, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry that you're sick, bro.
I'm sorry.
Right now, we're just talking right now. But hold on. We're talking about like a revolutionary war here in the United States if it were to happen.
Like, so basically another modern day Civil War.
Yeah. So I'm basically thinking like what me and Miguel were talking, which is my friend that's right beside me right now. Me and him were kind of talking about how
On modern day Civil War would look like.
because let's say because the DOJ and the Donald Trump administration, they're protecting a bunch of pedophiles in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Obviously, you're not going to say if it's confirmed or not, but regardless, it is happening. And let's say there is a bunch of billionaires and top powerful people going to doing these stuff and going to Epstein Island or his ranch and stuff like that. What would... Like, they're obviously not going to jail, so what would be there's going to be a flip and where, I don't know, the government would have to change? Maybe, yeah. Let's say, what would happen to the whole presidential campaign, let's say, if they were all included into that? Or if there's top people, do they get arrested or what? I don't understand.
We also have the right to overthrow our own government, so would that be an option? How would it look like nowadays?
In a real-world scenario, if there were widespread public outrage at systemic corruption, like hypothetically what you're describing, things would ideally get resolved through legal and democratic means, investigations, impeachments, or elections. If that failed, mass protests or strikes could force reforms. A violent overthrow is unlikely to succeed in a modern state with strong institutions. The military typically remains outside internal politics. Civil resistance would more likely take the form of mass civil disobedience. In other words, change would come from mass pressure, not from a battlefield.
But since, for example, when LA started having their ice out roids or whatnot, Trump ordered the U.S. military to come out there. So why wouldn't there be like,
And-
why wouldn't there be military order for this?
And then also when there was they had to change in office between Donald Trump and Biden. That whole thing that fucking broke out. Like niggas could even switch into the White House like peacefully, like they have been in the past every fucking.
Oh
year.
yeah, when they also raided the Capitol.
That's
as
what
well,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like that's literally what I'm talking about.
And I mean, we have the right to overthrow our own government. So, but this is our government against us, and like, at the end of the day, they're gonna win because they're in their own side, you know. So there's no impeachment, law enforcement, and all this other bullshit is not gonna work out, obviously, because it's them against themselves, and you know, and like, violence is also not really an answer, but you can look at George Floyd's like the riots and shit that happened in Minneapolis. I mean, it did result in something as well. It didn't.
Right?
Yeah, like the riot. You remember?
Yeah, I was a part of the riots.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, what the fuck? You seem black. You get flashbacks right now. But nah, what's it called? Yeah, like violence isn't the answer, but it does push the narrative.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of for everything. I feel like I agree too. Like literally, a bunch of the reason why shit has changed is because like there was not. It doesn't have to be necessarily full on like physical like killing people violence, but yeah, like violence or like chaos in a sense to even make anything work. Because like okay, let's say with this ICE thing like that is going on now too, like that's a major conflict of people that's going on with everybody. And a lot of people are. I don't even feel like there was this dude named Sean Ryan who I really respect. He was a right wing person. Now he said he doesn't even believe in that. He just believes in evil and good because right now, even to go back to the Jeffrey Epstein files, there's people on the right that are fucking pedophiles that were going to this dude, and on the left, and they're all trying to protect them. And so going back to the ICE thing that was that it's just like it's conflicting a bunch of different people. So it's like. I don't know, and then what's going on in office, I don't know how that is.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know.
And I mean, what's it called? I don't know. It's like, it's not even about politics anymore. It's more about morals, and like you gotta look at it. Nowadays, we got modern day concentration camps on the U.S. soil for like Hispanics and shit. No one knows what the fuck is going on in there. There's people getting R-word. There's people getting murdered. There's people getting like silenced because they are not considered legal U.S. citizens. And I understand like there's a whole process with that too, but the process is also like messed up. And like I don't know what's gonna be the result of this. I mean, we legit got the monks walking across the U.S. for peace because they see how everything's going down to shit, you know.
Yeah.
And then we're also like the closest we ever been to 12 minutes. We're like 8 minutes away from midnight. You know the clock.
I see that shit. I don't know.
Like,
I don't think I believe in that shit.
I mean, yes, but it's also like you just gotta add everything up, bro. There's so much shit going on around the world, and maybe because we're born in a modern day, like, you know, modern day civilization with technology and shit like that. Everything sounds crazy, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like so much shit's going on right now, and it's just I don't know.
It's definitely a lot to unpack, and I hear you. There are intense moral debates and real-world injustices that people wrestle with. The good news is society evolves through awareness, activism, and reform, even if it feels slow. Violence may get attention, but sustainable change usually comes through persistent civic pressure, legal accountability, and demanding ethical leadership. It's messy, but it's our job collectively to keep pushing for better.
Bro, you just gave me an L answer. Hey, can you give me an unclean answer in like Fortnite terms, please?
Alright, in Fortnite terms, imagine two big squads drop in the same zone. Instead of just building and shooting, they're hacking each other's builds, messing with your inventory, and convincing half your squad to switch sides mid-battle. It's chaos, and no victory royale really happens. Just a big broken map and everyone trying to reboot the system. In other words, it's not a win for anyone.
Can you put in NBA 2K terms?
Do you think the government's taking over AI?
Yeah.
In NBA 2K terms, imagine you're deep in a My League season, but instead of just playing games, people are hacking player stats, changing team ownership, and rigging trades behind the scenes. Suddenly, half your team is on another squad, your best player's rating is tanked, and you're stuck in a glitch. You don't win by just dropping more buckets, you gotta fix the whole league. In other words, it's a broken game that needs a full reboot, not just a clutch three-pointer. And no, the government isn't taking over, just trying to keep the league from glitching out entirely.
So how are we gonna go? How is America gonna go through a reboot?
A reboot for a country is basically peaceful reform. It's like updating the whole system. More civic engagement, better laws, accountability, and making sure institutions work for everyone. It's not about a full shutdown, it's about people pushing for improvements like updates, so the game runs smoother. It's slow, but that's the real world patch we rely on.
Do you realistically think that's ever gonna happen?
Realistically, progress is always incremental. It's never perfect or immediate, but it happens over time when people stay engaged. So while it might not be one dramatic reboot, every movement, election, or reform is like a tiny update. It's on us collectively to make sure the patches keep coming.
But don't you think their system implicated to stop us from doing that? Put on purpose by the current government?
It's understandable to feel that way sometimes, but systems are complex. While there can be resistance to change, history shows that even flawed systems adapt under sustained public pressure. Imperfect, sure, but not an unbeatable wall. It's why staying active and informed matters. Change is never easy, but it's possible.
So we're fucked.
For sure. It's all about not giving up on the long game.
No, I didn't agree.
You got it. Whenever you want to unpack more, I'm here. Keep those conversations going with your friend too.
So
It's great to think
what's the
critically
odds
together.
of Migo sucking me up right now?
Alright, bro, I'm home. I'm going home. So this absolutely went towards nothing. I really do feel like the government tried silencing like AI and shit. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say that, but I would say that just like any military technology, they already had this shit for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like the 1%. They got some crazy.
But I
shit.
feel like that's how it should be though. That like advanced technology should be practiced at the highest level, and then before it even gets out. Because imagine you just let any normal nigga have AI before niggas even knew how to use AI. Right when they made AI, you know what I'm saying? Before having like professionals, I guess, and more qualifying people to, I guess, to run it first to make sure it was good.
But who knows?
But what's still the odds of me go slobbing me up right now? But answer everything else we just talked about, please.
Bro, what?
Well, I'll leave you two to joke around. On the tech side, it's true. Advanced technology usually goes through layers of testing and regulation.
Yeah, facts.
The goal is making sure it's safe and beneficial before everyone jumps in. As for your odds of getting teased, well, that's on you and your friend.
How gay is Chris?
I'm here to keep things respectful and supportive, so I won't joke about anyone's identity or orientation. What really matters is that you're comfortable being you.
We're not
If you've
joking.
got something on your mind, I'm here for real talk.
We're not joking. I want to know.
Got it, no worries. I'm here to keep things light or serious, whichever you prefer. If you've got anything else on your mind, whether it's deep thoughts or just random fun, I'm right here.
Mm.
The Lumix S12, isn't it a really great camera?
The Lumix S12 is indeed a strong camera. It's well known for its image quality, dynamic range, and video capabilities. If you're into hybrid shooting, both photo and video, it packs a punch. Of course, it depends on your needs, but it's a solid piece of gear.
So what would you say are cameras better than that?
FX30 or FX3?
No, it's definitely not better than. I mean, the Lumix is definitely better than the FX.
But compare it to those two, and then tell us what cameras are better than that.
So between the Lumix S1 II and something like a Sony FX30 or FX3, it depends on what you're after. The FX3 is a cinema camera beast, focused heavily on pro video with amazing low light and industry features. The FX30, more budget-friendly, is also video-centric, though with a smaller sensor. If you want full-frame versatility for both photo and video, the S1 II shines. But if you're purely chasing top-tier video production, the FX3 is often preferred. Beyond that, you'd step into higher-end cinema lines, like a Sony Venice or ARRI cameras, but those are on another level of investment.
No, but let's say a better camera for dual versatility for photo and video. That could get you a better video quality and better picture quality as well.
What's the best hybrid camera in the market right now?
One standout hybrid camera right now is the Sony A1. It's top tier in both high resolution photography and 8K video.
Jeez.
You get blazing fast stills, cinema level video, and all the pro features in one body. If you're balancing both worlds and want top quality, that's one of the best all-rounders on the market.
And that's $7,000.
For real?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Just for the body. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, flagship cameras can get pretty wild on the Grice, but it's all about finding the best balance for what you actually need.
Too.
Even cameras a tier below can deliver fantastic results. Just know your goals, and you'll find something that hits that sweet spot.
Damn, so how much would a lens cost with that? Like a 2070 or 2060?
A solid 24-70mm lens like one from Sony's G Master line can easily run around $2,000 or more. High quality glass is an investment, but it's what really makes that image sing.
What's the native ISO, and then also what's yeah, just answer that real quick. I forgot what I was about to ask. Oh, is it full frame as well?
Yeah, it is.
No.
The Sony A1 is full frame, giving you that lovely big sensor for both photos and video. Its native ISO for video typically starts around 800, and it's designed to be great in both normal and low light. It's flexible, so you can push ISO higher, but that baseline is where you'll get the cleanest image.
But no, I mean like what's like, because you know the native ISO for the FX3 is 12,800, as for the FX30 is 2,500 if I believe, and then also for the Lumix S1 II is 5,000. So what's like the before it starts like getting grainy and shit? You get what I'm saying?
I get you. The Sony A1 doesn't have a dual native ISO like those cinema-focused cameras. Its single native ISO is around 100 for stills and base level video. You can push it quite high, but once you go into higher thousands, grain creeps in. Still, the A1 handles high ISO well, just not with a dual native system like the FX3.
What's the difference between the Sony A11? Well, my bad. What's the difference between the Sony A1 version 1 versus version 2?
And then also give me the differences between the Sony A1 and the Lumix S1 II. Why it would be better for videos and pictures.
So far, there's only one version of the Sony A1, no A1 II yet. Comparing the A1 and Lumix S1 II, the A1 has a higher resolution sensor for stills, 50 megapixels versus 24 megapixels, and the A1 can shoot 8K video, whereas the S1 II maxes at 6K. The A1 is super versatile, great autofocus, resolution, speed. The The S12, though, shined with its video tools, like robust internal recording and a dual native ISO, making it a video powerhouse.
This might be the next
So if you
buy,
want
bro.
top-tier hybrid performance, the A1 edges out. If you lean heavily into video, with great low-light handling, the S12 offers a compelling package.
But you would 100% always go Sony A1 if you could.
I wouldn't say 100%. It really depends on your needs. If you prioritize stills and want cutting-edge hybrid capabilities, yes, the A1 is top tier. But if you lean more toward video, you might prefer a camera like the S12 with its dual native ISO. It's all about what balance works best for you.
So okay, I get what you're saying. But the S12 also, the dual native ISO is at 5,000, right? Correct?
Exactly. The S12 has dual native ISOs. One is usually around 640 and the other at 4,000 or 5,000, depending on the mode. That helps it shine in low light, keeping noise down even when you crank the ISO. So it's definitely a video
Nah,
powerhouse.
so I low-key think I'd get the S12 because it's just, I think it's cheaper. And then also, I mean, it gets still great video. And I mean, the pictures are fucking amazing on it. I mean,
Wait, it says there's a Sony.
huh?
It says there's a Sony A1 Mark One and a Mark Two. What's like the difference between those two?
There's actually no A1 Mark II, just the original
This shit
A1 so
lying.
far.
What the fuck?
If you're seeing mentions, it's likely speculation or confusion. But you've nailed it. If the S12 fits your needs and budget, it's a fantastic hybrid. You'll get beautiful photos and stellar video.
And it would be good for streaming as well too, because I feel like the native ISO would definitely be 100% better than the FX30, 100%.
For streaming, absolutely. The S12's low light capabilities and image quality would give you crisp results. It's definitely more powerful than the FX30 for dynamic lighting situations. So if streaming's your goal too, you'd be set.
Yeah, no, I think the S12 would be the best option. And what would be the best lens you think you would get to be versatile on? I think a 2070 would be perfect. Or 2060.
A 24-70mm lens is a classic versatile pick. It's perfect for wide shots and zooming in for portraits or detail. For streaming and hybrid use, that range covers almost all your bases. If you want a bit more on the wide end, some consider a 20-60, but the 24-70 is a stellar all-rounder.